Islamist thugs vandalized and set fire to an entire Hindu village named Banikpara in Sultanpur under the Raujan Abzila in Chattogram or Chittagong district in Bangladesh. And this happened last night, viewers. It's a free run for Islamists under Yunus's watch. Horrific attack on Hindus that's been caught on camera, and the instances and the reports from Bangladesh suggest that the residents were locked inside the house, and then their houses were set on fire. They broke the walls and escaped. The intent was not just arson or intimidation, it was to roast Hindus alive inside their homes in Chattogram, in Bangladesh. Now, the allegation, like I said, doors locked outside, houses set fire, clear attempt to murder, 2 Hindu families, 7 rooms destroyed, 8 people narrowly escaping. Victims escaped by cutting through bamboo and tin walls to save their lives. The cops claimed that the case is registered, but no arrests have been made so far because despite it all being on camera and people wailing and people crying, they just could not catch anybody. Mohammad Ali Siddiqui, Secretary General Bangladesh Human Rights Watch with us, Bikram Banerjee with us, and so is Kulbir Krishanji with us. My namaste and thank you to everybody. Mohammad Ali Siddiqui ji, this is on a day when US lawmakers, UK Parliament, everybody has taken cognizance and they are asking and are concerned about the safety of Hindu minorities in Bangladesh.
Yes, it is. The ongoing atrocities in Bangladesh started since 5th August of 2024, non-stop. As you mentioned in Chittagong, the latest incident that happens, it is the same nature. They are continuing. And they burned to death one of the garments workers, Dipu Chandra. The world knows it well, that how brutally dragged him out, beaten to death, tied up with the tree and then put fire on the dead body. Even though they did not stop it, while they were taking the dead body to cremate it, and the family got attacked by the thugs. The question is, the so-called interim government's chief advisor, Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus, he is acting like as a monster, and he came to destabilize the whole country, eliminating the opposition, particularly Awami League, the secular people, minorities, indigenous people. I don't know what kind of mission he possessed to. I condemned, as you mentioned, that 5 congressmen together, they disputed, wrote a letter to Dr. Muhammad Yunus on the various points, particularly mentioned about the minority people's persecution. Another congressman individually sent a letter to Dr. Muhammad Yunus and asked the Secretary General of US, Marco Rubio, to answer the situation ongoing in Bangladesh, to deliberately inform to his constituents. As you mentioned also, the British Parliament raised this concern that ongoing atrocities need to be stopped immediately. It cannot be tolerated. The civilized world was quite calm. Due to a big power was behind the scene. They were thinking that Yunus was implanted to Bangladesh by a big, Western power.
Yeah.
And day by day, it is getting crystal clear that this monster patronizing the terrorists, particularly right after 8th of August, he took over the power as the head of the so-called interim government. All are illegitimate, illegal, unconstitutional. And one after another, his mission, he is doing the ethnic cleansing. We can say it is clearly under the statute of the Geneva Convention that he is violating the human rights in Bangladesh.
But it's quite token, this condemnation. Is there a conflict, Bikram Banerjee, that you see between two particular pillars of the US establishment, its intelligence and its state?
Absolutely, because all these, what is happening in Bangladesh is because US want to topple the government, the Sheikh Hasina government, which is elected government. There could be issues that democratically they could have sorted out, and they put an agent, and who is now playing with the Islamists in Bangladesh. So the two part they're playing, but deep state are in play. So US should be taking the blame. And they are just doing lip service by saying all of this. And I'd like to add, United Nations, as United Nations human rights, Mr. Tark is trying to show solidarity with the extremist and who got killed by his own party members or organizations members, and then no mention about Dipu and other whatever is happening.
Right.
So their eyes are for extremists who are operating in Bangladesh, and this is absolutely unacceptable. They should be kicked out, and the Nobel laureate, the Nobel Prize of Yunus should be stripped off.
Yeah, but
it doesn't deserve to be there.
No, but they have to be kicked out by those who put them in the first place, because the army itself is sitting mum, because they've been threatened with UN peacekeeping and their position there. So somewhere there is somebody who's pulling the strings and who believes that this puppet needs to stay on there even as innocent lives are killed and compromised, and there is a certain demographic change, alteration which is happening. Not just demographic, the DNA of Bangladesh itself is being deliberately altered. That's what's happening. Kulbir Krishanji, running out of time because we had big news, breaking news, and I had to go to that. But please, your thoughts, sir, quickly.
Yeah, quickly, one or two points. You know, in 1947, Chittagong Hill Tracts was 3% Muslim. So a lot of questions were asked why it should go to Pakistan. But because the deep sea port of Chittagong had to be given, they said the remaining 97% are not Hindus, so why give it to India? That's history. Coming now, I strongly feel that these disturbances have the tacit backing of Muhammad Yunus and strong elements of his government, because they really don't want to lose the power which they've enjoyed for the last 1.5 or 2 years.
Right.
And they would like to postpone the elections under any pretext, saying that the law and order situation doesn't allow it and things like that. They have been in continuous denial of atrocities on Hindus. In fact, when the monk of Ramakrishna Mission was arrested, they said no, and India has, we leave aside UNHRC and other bodies. I want to ask a simple question. Our parliament was in session. Could we not have passed a resolution saying that we condemn atrocities on minorities in Bangladesh?
You know, the sad
Why
part.
have we not done it?
Yeah, sad part is,
What
sir.
is our MEA doing?
Sir, not just the MEA, sad part
And
is
one
that
last point.
that the people polity overall, Bharat itself is not speaking against it in one voice. There are apologists who are trying to justify this too, and that's a travesty.